Let's create a new text object. R, X, and 90 to rotate the mesh 90 degrees on the X-axis. I'll extrude the text and change the font. Let's center the text to the world center, and move the origin to the 3D cursor. I'll create a cube and use it as the platform for the font. Let's create a plane and scale it. Shift D to duplicate, and R, X, and 90 to rotate the mesh 90 degrees on the X-axis. Let's add a set of PBR texture images for the wall and the ground plane meshes. I have selected the main node, and press Ctrl, Shift, and T together to add the PBR texture images. To use the Ctrl, Shift, T feature, we need to activate an add-on called the Node Wrangler. Let's add some reflective or shiny materials for the text object and the cube. Select the camera and press Shift S to move the camera to the 3D cursor. Put zeros for the rotation, X, Y, and Z values. The camera looks like this. Let's move and rotate it a bit to face the text object. Time to add a curve point. If you don't see the curve point, please activate an add-on called Extra Objects. E to extrude. In edit mode, A, V, and A to smooth the curve. Let's bring some curve points down. On camera, let's add follow path and track to constraints. Let's test the scene from the camera view. We need to increase the focal length a bit. Please watch a tutorial listed in the description to match my final render settings, as I'm using a cloned look dev HDRI setting. I'll use the sky texture. Let's animate the sun rotation, so that in the beginning the lighting is dark, but it gets brighter as the time progresses. Rendering a 100-frame animation could be time-consuming. I'll decrease the render sample to 2, and reduce the render size to 15%. F12 will render a single frame. We need to assign an extension and render the entire animation like this. Let's turn off Use Nodes under Compositing. I'll render frame 100 with 32 samples, and 100% in size. This is the end of the tutorial. Please like and subscribe, if you have enjoyed watching this tutorial. Thank you for watching.